Hello. Welcome. Happy Friday, y'all. Oh, that lighting is even better today than it was the first day. It's because the sun is behind the building. Um, I am had the house to myself. Clayton turned 31 today. The boys left at 5:30 in the morning to go on a fishing trip. God, I hope they come back with some fish, or that's just a very, very expensive trip out on the boat. Very early in the morning. Because the last time we went fishing, we caught nothing. Not even like a little minnow. Nothing. It was very disappointing. It was beautiful. We saw some dolphins. It was beautiful. And I hope they see some whales. Like we're in Puerto Vallarta. It's humpback season. We can, if we look out our window like I am right now, there you can see the whales like breaching the water quite close to the shore actually. The other day I looked out and I saw, splashes of water coming up, and that's them like blowing air out. So yes, today is Clayton's birthday. I'm very happy for him. He's 31. He's just a spring little chicken. Coming into the 30s. I love being in my 30s, and I think as I grow up, I don't know about you guys, but I think as I see more people older than me like literally crushing life, I'm like, okay, I love it, because that wasn't the reality that I grew up with. I grew up in a reality that like once you hit like 40, you looked like you were 60. Once you were turned into a grandma, like you pulled out the polyester clothes and like no more fun for you. And then I just see people now, their skin looks great. They're taking care of their bodies. They're not giving up the skinny jeans. I personally gave up the skinny jeans years ago, but it's still like that. You're still you, and you're still fun, and you're still exciting, and how you feel and how you look is directly correlated to how you feel about yourself. So how you feel is how the world sees you. If you feel like a bag of crap and you're old and you're wrinkled and you don't have energy and like all these things, if that's your constant story going through your brain, your body will manifest that for you to match that, and people will see you also as that. So there's that. But today's I titled the episode today a little secret of mine. And this little secret, I don't know if you are familiar with, a couple years ago, I did an energy code session with my, at the time, energy code practitioner, Manny Davies, sorry. And we did it around my birthday because I was somebody who hated birthdays, hated them. And here's the secret, I still don't really care for them. Like, I can't really get behind the extravagance of some birthdays, or like go out of my way to do these things for someone's birthday. And heaven forbid I wanted children, I would be like the worst birthday. I'd be like, yeah, okay, I'd have to hire a birthday planner to like give my child a birthday. That won't happen because I don't want children. So can weight off my shoulders on that one. But I didn't like birthdays, and I actually grew up with a lot of resentment around my birthday. And you can watch the full episode. I'll link the video to that blog post that I did years ago when I was doing work around my birthday, and the emotions that were kind of embedded as a child. Because up until I was 5, my biological father did not celebrate anything. Like we weren't allowed to celebrate birthdays or holidays or things like that. And so I grew up with this sense of like not importance to it, like no importance to the day I was born, and no celebration around it. And like your life, your core values, your core beliefs are like solidified by 7. And you pick up things well before that, and then you got to undo that shit later on in life. And so that was that. And I had a lot of resentment because, like, long story short, when I was 5, 6, I had a birthday and my father forgot and didn't show up for it. And, I can see now looking back at it and just embodying some of the things that he was going through. Like, a divorce, not having his kid, and then showing it for something that he himself didn't believe in. Like, I don't like showing it for things that I don't believe in. And so it was just like a mix of things. I really, I've done the forgiving work, and I hold no energy in a bad way to him or that situation anymore. But what has developed is this like non-importance, the way that people make it important. And like some people go full out for their birthdays, and it is like an extravagant, lavish celebration of life. And there's a part of me that loves it, but there's a part of me that's just like, okay. Like, I don't know how to describe it other than like, yeah, okay. So, surprise birthdays, like, never been a thing. A couple years ago, my mom forgot to say happy birthday to me on my birthday because she had said it to me the night before, and then I just messaged her. I was like, "Hey, can you still tell me?" Because it's still a thing for me, but it's not like I don't need extravagance on my birthdays, and I can't really get behind doing extravagance for somebody else. So it's funny that, I'm sitting here talking about birthdays. My husband's on a fishing trip, and I'm like, go out with the boys, go do your thing, go enjoy, go see some whales. Please, universe, help them catch fish. Um, let that be successful, like, please. And then like a dinner with friends. But we're both, I'm lucky, we're both not big celebratory people anyways. Like, we don't really do gifts, which is great. He's like, don't give me a card, and I never buy people cards. I always make them by hand. But we're trying not to accumulate things that we can't. We're trying not to accumulate too much right now, above and beyond like the things that we require to like live our lives. Anyways, so that's very nice. I just wanted to share that little secret with you, that if there's anybody else out there that like doesn't really do birthdays, I can't be the only one. If there's anyone else who like has grown up in a household like I have, where celebration of, you know, Easter and Christmas and all those things, like they weren't a thing, and birthdays weren't a thing, let me know, because I'm sure you can resonate with, maybe resonate with the fact that just like as an adult, you're like, oh, like it's their birthday, I got to do something for that. And there's that sense of obligation. And it's interesting because I've done a lot of work around like obligation, and I love gifting. I love gifting. Like, I don't love it in an extravagant sense, but I do like seeing something and thinking of somebody and wanting to get it for them. Or I love making birthday cards. I love telling people how much of a gift they are to this planet and how lucky I am to be in their world and to be honored to know them on a deeper personal level, especially with social media and stuff. Like, a lot of my friends are on social media for different reasons, and then I have a collection of friends that I see on Instagram, and like they're running their businesses and they're doing their things, but I actually get to like know them personally and have like deep conversations with them. Like, that is such a gift in and of itself, that I like to remind people of that on the regular, like how much of an awesome human they are on this planet. And then birthdays, I guess I could make a bit bigger of an effort, and I do in how I greet my husband, for instance, or you want to make someone's day special when they're close to you. But yeah, it's weird. This birthday thing is interesting. This how you grow up just definitely influences what you do in the future, and share and express yourself as an adult, and then all the things you have to kind of like unlearn, relearn, decide what's valuable for you. And I think that's another thing, is like, what's valuable in my life is different from what's valuable in somebody else's, and putting like neutrality on all that across the board. Like, I don't have to do things the way that other people do it, and people don't have to do it the way that I want to do it. And we can kind of like let each other just have their moments, right? So that's that. What else can I say today before I log off on this daily live? Oh, I forgot to introduce myself, because this might be your first video you're watching. My name's Akeisha, and you're with the daily with Akeisha, and I come on here every day. It is day 5 of a 365, because this is my challenge for 2023, is to start committing and not I don't have a problem committing to other things or other people, but I have a problem committing to myself. And that has been showing up in where I want to take my life and requirements for getting there. It means that I need to like freaking believe in myself and commit to myself. So there's lots of things that I like to say and share. And I needed a space where I can just come every day and chat. And sometimes it's going to be like a random thing like this. And sometimes it's going to be something that I just want to talk a little bit more about that's not 3 seconds on like an Instagram platform that I want to have. You can come and search this like a library of inspiration and listen to whenever when you're just needing, the girlfriend talk, like, or the friends talk, like just a simple conversation like I would be having if you were sitting right in front of me. Like I imagine you are right now. It's like we're sitting here, I'm drinking my fizz. You can't guess what flavor because I've mixed two flavors. It's from last night's. I did an Arbonne taster and a fascial stretch therapy taster together. I mixed my two services and I think there's mango and strawberry in here. It was like leftover from the samples. And it was like later at night, so people didn't want to like have too much fizz, which I totally agree. But yeah, it was fun. So I'm here drinking my fizz. If you were here, I'd probably offer you one too. Or if you have one in your hand, great, cheers to you. But I wanted just to create a space for myself where I got to share unedited, uncurated, me as me. I love chit chatting. I love diving into conversations, sharing my perspectives, offering different perspectives from a lot of what I see and I hear. And that is coming, I learn a lot of that from Access Consciousness. The way you can ask questions, the way you can ask and personal questions that kind of let you get rid of all these energies that are holding you or sticking to you, and really be the energy of possibility. And so, when I was looking at how I wanted to show up this year in my life, it was like commitment, and I wanted a space where I could just chit chat and there was no pressure. And put the business there and mix business here and mix life here and mix challenges and wins and things I'm trying. Like I'm trying this. This is an experiment. This is an experiment to see what happens, what changes in me, because when you commit to something changes always. And I've never really done that for my person, like a deeper thing. I don't know how to explain it. It's not like if I define it, then I'm like contracting it, and I don't want to contract it. I just want it to be space. Space and ease and fun. So this is what this space is. So yeah, that's my little secret. Birthdays and me are like kind of like water and oil. We kind of separate. Actually, that's a bit of an extreme. Something that like doesn't quite mix, but we want to mix. We want to blend a little bit more. And we come to it, but it's not the typical, and then I'm going to like go above and beyond. I'm going to birthday week. No, that's not me. Okay. I don't know if this was any contribution to you other than just like hear me chit chat for almost 14 minutes. But I hope you have a wonderful Friday. If you're listening to this on the Friday, cool. If you're listening to this on another day, I hope whatever day you're listening to this, I hope it is fantastic. I hope it can be more magical. What else is possible? And I will see you tomorrow, I believe 10 a.m. Always check in, see if there's a live scheduled for 10 a.m. I'm trying to do 10 a.m. this month as best as I can, except for my travel days that I have coming up. We're going to Cancun for a week and a bit. So other than that, I'm going to be on here every day. So keep checking in and let me know where you're watching from and what your takeaways are. Okay, bye everybody. See ya.